Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the technology challenge between Arkadi and me from uh, the Everyday Metallurgy channel. Today, I am the host and I have prepared a very good challenge. And you will see that Arkadi is totally unprepared of what he will face. Uh, but hey, when you look at this, I am sure you will give me right in that his learning curve is pretty steep. So stay tuned and follow the next half an hour or so and learn with Akadi about new technology in this challenge. Yep, we're back.
Okay, good.
Hi, Akadi.
Hi, Peter.
Welcome back to our technology challenge. Are
Thank you.
you are you ready? Because
I,
today it's my turn to challenge you.
I'm afraid after the mechanical alloying last time, I'm pretty sure you prepared something special. I feel
Eh,
myself like a student.
it is something special, but it's something very ordinary. Because today we're going to look at things like this. Well, you see what
Magnets.
it is?
I see a battery and a
No,
magnet.
it's a magnet.
Yeah.
Very strong magnets.
Okay.
So
Magnets
we
is not my strongest part topic, but
yeah,
let's
in
see.
in 20 minutes it will be.
Well, we all have to learn. I'm happy to
Yes,
learn, especially
exactly.
I've been on holidays, so it's my first day back,
Yeah.
and it was a
Um,
crazy day at work because of that.
yeah,
But let's see. I'm
yeah,
excited.
yeah. But the purpose of this is also to learn
Okay.
and to see what can it be used for. So where is the technology hidden in magnets? That's that's what we're going to look at today.
Completely new area for me,
Yeah.
which is
Uh,
cool.
yeah, we need to learn every day.
Okay. I see I need to add a TWA on this picture for the future.
Yes, you.
Because you
It's
have your
well.
everyday metallurgy. My brother, he's a web designer. He's working on this, but I still had no
Oh
feedback on him.
no, yeah. Uh, I I have better luck with my son because he's the one making my nice things.
Okay, at
So
least we
shout
have
out to Jakob.
support.
He's the champ.
Okay,
So,
good.
do you see the screen now?
I do. Clear.
Yes. And today we're going to talk about magnets. And first, I would like to see if you know just a little. Do you have some idea the history of magnets? How old is magnet? When did people first discover magnets?
Uh, Honestly saying, I would say knowledge about magnets is very poor, but I can imagine it might be somewhere very, very long time ago, like antique Greece or Egyptian,
Yeah,
maybe 2,500 years ago, something
you
like that.
are you are spot on.
Oh,
Yeah, it it was a guy. The story said that he was named Magna, and he found a stone while he was out taking care of his sheep in the mountains, and this stone behaved different. It could glue like these magnets do to other stones. So he called this stone for magnetit. So that was the first finding of it, and people they realized that it would, if you balance the stone on a rock, it would orient in the same direction every time. So the north south. So already in ancient Greek, they discovered the compass.
Which is working actually in
Yeah.
the principle of magnet field. Yeah.
Yes. And then if we go more down into modern magnets type, there are a lot of different magnets. But can you name 3 different magnet types?
3 different magnet types.
Yeah.
You know what? If I will be honest with you, I never knew there will be a different magnet types, but I try something and assume because it might be related to their materials they made of
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. Yes, it is
So
the material is the offset of the names of them.
okay, so probably one of them would be something like a stone or rock. I'm not sure, but I
Yeah.
would say that I can imagine this, and others like because some of them primarily magnets attract iron, yeah, so you can easily magnetize it. So
Hmm.
that's probably uh, all I can say about this from that perspective.
Yeah. Okay. I'll help you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ferrite. So, but
Yeah.
this is more than 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I listed 5 here, and maybe there are more.
But at least one I was correct. At least that's one I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Excited to learn more.
Yeah. So the ferrite, that is typically the cheap one that you have on your refrigerator.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not very strong. You can see here on the picture, the magnetic strength up here, it's pretty low, and it's also very easy to demagnetize. Then if we go to the neodymium iron boron, you have different kinds. You have what is called a bonded. The bonded version is isotropic, so you can magnetize it in all directions. Where the centered, it's isotropic, so you can only magnetize it in the preform north-south. But you can make it pretty strong, up to 1.4 Tesla. And it's this kind of magnet. If you look close to here, you can see there are 2.
I need to make a picture bigger. Let me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah, and I'm not even able to separate them because they are really strong. And if you go big on these, I have one that is, I think it's 10 times 10 centimeter. We call them killer magnets because they can eat your fingers.
Okay, you mean like if you put your finger in between them two, it's
It's
okay.
gone.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
It will squeeze with more than 800 kilos.
It's surprising that you know that we recently installed a new crane for a small machine we use for do brake discs because some of brake discs are like 50 plus kg, and it's a little bit too heavy if you have to put them for the cladding process.
Yeah.
So we actually installed a magnetic crane, which I was like surprised. So I suppose. If you ask me how I interact with magnets in my daily life,
Yeah,
and that's actually not a bad way to do it. Actually, I was surprised how good it works.
Yeah, it's very easy. Yeah, and then the second, the alnico, that's the magnet that when I went to school, it was the horseshoe magnets. They were made in alnico. Then some of the new types, samarium cobalt, it's typically a high temperature magnet. So it's pretty strong. You can see it's here in between. But you can make samarium cobalt that can work up to 400 degrees.
So keeping magnetic properties at high temperature.
Yes.
Okay.
And the last one, samarium iron nitride, it's a pretty new version that has been developed maybe over the last 8-10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. If somebody who has been working on that longer than 8-10 years see this, please give me a note. I would love to be corrected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So many of these magnets, or the strong one of them, the neodymium iron boron type, they are also called rare earth magnets. And do you know why they're called rare earth, these minerals?
You mean why they called rare earth? Because it's very small quantities of them exist,
Yeah.
which you can find in like in the coil.
The story is fantastic because I also thought that was it, but you can see the chemist who found many of these, this guy Carl Gustav Mosander, he was
Yeah.
Swedish.
Okay.
And he was a chemist, and he knew that there would be some materials that should be on the periodic table. But when he started to separate some of these materials, they behaved very strange. They didn't behave like the other materials that he was aware of. And in Swedish, behave strange is sällsam. The word sällsam is strange.
Seltsam, like in German almost.
Sällsam, yeah. But that was mistranslated to English to seldom.
Okay. It's
And from
interesting.
seldom, it became rare.
I was not aware of this.
No.
I know that from a school side that rare earths it's small quantities and it's also hard to get them out of elements like as
Yeah,
elements.
the last one is right. The
Yeah.
first is wrong because some of these elements, they are as abundant as aluminium.
Okay.
You have plenty of it all over the world. But they are only mined a few places, and to refine it is the difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
So now we go to the maybe more difficult part of it. You see the list here
Yeah.
of the rare earth elements.
Yeah.
Can you there? Can you put the name on 5 of these?
My mom probably gonna kill me because she's a chemistry teacher.
Yeah, we will hide it for her.
Luckily, she doesn't speak much English, but
Yeah.
let me try to remember. Probably Latanum might be sound for me, something which I remember. Okay, but this is not in the list. I think.
No,
Okay,
but they are called the lanthanides.
exactly.
Yeah,
So probably let's try to guess. So the 58 CE probably it's a cerium.
yeah, you have one right.
The next one I will probably bypass. Then probably in 60 would be neodymium or something like this, if I
Yeah,
pronounce it
yes,
correctly.
yeah, neodymium. Yeah, you have two.
But then I remember there was like something like prometheum of a Greece antique. Probably this would be PM
Mm-hmm.
61.
Yeah, we're close.
Then one was named. You know how I was learning it at school. Like one was named also in the name of Europe, so Europium, or was it Europeum, something like this.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
suppose it's 63.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Hard. All others probably will be. I'm of course. Maybe it's enough from my side. At least I could name you some, but others are. I mean, like if I would check in the periodic table, I would probably found them out, but no.
But it was not meant to for you to prepare anything today.
Okay, but good. 5 is too much. At least I have 3.
Yeah, you have 3. Yeah, I have cheated. I have them here. You were close with the Prometal. It is pronounced Prometheum.
Prometheum, yeah, from the Greek anti-Greek fairy tales, Prometheus.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I was always almost about Eterbium, but I was surprised that I don't see Yttrium, because I thought always Yttrium was also rare earth, but yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
I like the gadolinium because gadolinium also has a special effect that it works as a magnetocaloric material, meaning
is it not the one which is used in MRT or MRI? It's called in English, yeah, magnetic resonance therapy.
No, I don't think that is the purpose, but it is used if you want to supercool. When you want to go down to near 0 Kelvin.
Okay.
Then you can use the magnetocaloric effect because this material, if you put it into a magnetic field, it can change temperature. And if you remove it from the magnetic field, it goes the other way. So it responds with temperature on a magnetic field. So by using a magnetic field, you can cool it down to close to absolute zero. So gadolinium is magnetocaloric effect is one of the ways, maybe the only way, to go to super cold temperatures.
Keeping magnetic properties.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's new for me.
Yeah. It's a very interesting story because everybody talks about how do we go to no. They talk about the absolute zero Kelvin, but nobody knows how to go there. But that is thanks to gadolinium.
Okay, so if you need magnetic properties somewhere close to Antarctica, you use gadolinium.
It's really cold. That's where and these properties called magnetocaloric properties are very special. It's unique for gadolinium. There's few other materials known to have these properties, but gadolinium is the only pure metal who has it.
Okay.
So next question is, where do the raw material come from?
That's very simple.
Yeah.
I would believe to a large amount it's China and probably Russia.
You are very nice hit on it. Russia is not really so big. You can see it's there, 0.74%, but China is far the majority. Then US, Myanmar is also very interesting.
I would never guess it's Myanmar has so much of rare earth.
No. But the funny thing is that this is where it is mined today. But it's not necessarily the places where you find it. And so you can see they're no European. Do you think there are European resources of rare earth?
Probably, I mean, like what you hear from news, at least some rare earth might be in somewhere in Ukraine. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how much of them, because they were talking about lithium. I can imagine that especially previously, somewhere like Austria, having some coal mines, and maybe 100 years ago, Germany, but no idea more.
No. Sweden, Finland, Norway, even Poland. There are several potential mines, and if we look at Greenland,
Greenland.
some of the largest potentials are found in Greenland, and that's one of the reasons why the new president in US is also interested in Greenland, because he wants access to the raw materials.
Yeah, which kind of saying, if we talk about new developments and innovation, those rare earth materials start to play a pivotal role in that direction.
Absolutely, they do, and this is also leading to the next question, because if they mine 12% in US, why are they still interested in getting it from other places? And this is maybe a very stupid question, but do you know where it is refined? Because you also said just a few minutes ago that the refining of the materials, that's the difficult part of it.
So probably you can assume, if it's a so difficult part, it might be that it's in more advanced countries. I would believe that China still refines their rare earth as well, but probably United States getting to leading positions, because probably there's also technologies behind to do refining and also keep the control.
Yeah. Unfortunately not.
No.
You can see on this map where the purple are places where it is mined. The squares, they are places where it can be found. But the green are the places where they refine it. So you can see they refine in China and Japan.
Yeah, so China I mentioned, and Japan I can imagine. Yeah, so Japan is the largest refiner. Okay.
Yeah. So still today, even though you can see there's this going on here in Norway, Sweden, but it is still shipped to China to be refined.
Interesting. So we have green, really, like four refinement places in China, I suppose, and one in US, or is it not US? No, it's US actually. Yeah?
Yes, there's a small one there in US,
close to Georgia. Yeah,
the Macla plant. But still today, the latest numbers I've heard is that more than 95% is still refined in China. So even though they only mine 68%, they are refining 95%.
I'm just thinking, like there's a company in Estonia called Silmet, and if I remember, they were doing something with magnetic materials, like from
They
using
are.
Estonian.
Yes. It is owned by Neomagnets, the former Magnequench. And Magnequench are producing magnetic powders. And they do that in Estonia. And they have recently invested in making also sintered magnets, not only the powder, but also to make magnets like these in Europe. So a major investment has been made in Estonia.
But are Estonians refining it, or?
Uh,
Or
I
only
am not sure if they refine it or if they get the metal and melt it and make powder of it. I think it is still refined in China and shipped as metal to Estonia.
interesting. I will try to find out.
Yeah,
Would be interesting to maybe when next time talk, I will give you an idea if I found out some information.
that could be great to be
But
updated on
it's
that.
really cool to see that my country at least doing something for magnets. Yeah, I was
Yes.
remembering this from university times that they were doing something based on powder metallurgy, but I was
Mm.
not ever in details on that.
No, but Estonia has been one of the driving countries in magnet production in Europe.
Cool.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So now, if we dig into where we use it, where do you use magnets? Can you give free products that are depending on magnets?
Yeah. Okay. Compass we discussed. Is it correct? Yeah.
What?
Compass. I mean, like
Yeah, a
we
compass. Yeah,
discussed. Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Yes.
Then probably I don't know, hard drives in electronics or smartphones on computers.
Yes.
I believe they are also dependent on magnets and magnet fields.
Hmm.
Uh, Battery storage. Uh, mm, Aircrafts probably like parts of like if we talk drones, airplanes area, you have like this electronic engines, so probably
Yes.
there.
Yeah. An electronic motor, an
Yeah,
e-motor.
yeah,
Yes.
electronic engine, sorry, motor, yeah. So I said
Yeah.
everywhere when you have electronic engine, so I can imagine those are typical applications. Okay, of course, as I mentioned before, it's healthcare. I'm a quite common guest in
Yeah.
this MRI, as I mentioned, this
Yeah.
resonance
Yeah.
topography, because I
Yeah.
get my
And
knees injured and always get and check if I get some ruptures or not there.
yeah.
Yeah, so
And
magnetic therapy.
that's very powerful. That's I think it's 3 to 4 Tesla.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So you're
so
not
I would.
allowed to bring any metal with you
Ah, you
in
do because I, for example, have some titanium implants in my legs as well, and
yeah, okay.
they're okay. So titanium is working.
Yeah. But you cannot move while you're in the field.
You can't, of course not.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But okay, you get just picture disturbed. So,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Hmm.
So this is examples, and of course, what you
Yeah.
mentioned in the beginning. If you travel and you take a magnet with you to put on your fridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just picked some common electrical cars.
Yeah.
That's the electrical motor. So as you also mentioned for drones, the wind turbines.
I thought they work from diesel generators.
Yeah, it could be fantastic. Yeah, but
Okay.
some of the biggest consumer of magnets are wind turbines. Um, I think today it is around between 300 and 500 kilo of neodymium magnets per megawatt.
Wow.
So today they put up 5 to 8 megawatt wind turbines. So that means 3 tons of magnet in one machine. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And then the reason why you can hear me, the loudspeaker also work with magnets. That are free technology or free products that I have chosen.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But those magnets actually quite commonly produced with powder metallurgy, I suppose, based on powders.
Yes, they are.
So it's again, what is your background, Peter, I suppose? No, I love it. Let's continue, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have been working a little with magnets, that's right. Then now we look at the map with China as pretty dominant, and we all want to be more independent and more self-efficient. So could you make a strong rare earth-free magnet? Do you believe that is possible?
I mean, like, generally, if it's possible or not, honestly, I have no idea. This is too less knowledge I have on magnets.
Yeah.
I know that from a chemistry perspective, some oxides, maybe iron oxide, might have some magnetic properties which we mark. For example, if you even in a daily life, you can mark that there's some magnetic properties even between two iron parts to each other. Yeah. I don't know if it's enough from a power and demagnetization, and if it can replace.
It's just a ferrite magnet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so it's just a ferrite magnet. Yeah. So,
but
it has no rare earth.
So that's right. But you are very close, because what we typically when we look at magnets, if you take pure iron,
yeah,
you can magnetize iron up to around 2 Tesla. But when you remove the magnetic field, it disappears again. So iron is a soft magnetic material. You can easily magnetize and demagnetize it without putting too much energy in it. Then if we look at the other material like this, we call it a hard magnetic, because it's very difficult to magnetize. You have to put a lot of power in it to magnetize it, but you also have to use a lot of power to demagnetize it. So it's a hard magnetic. And hard is also a part of the mechanical properties of it, because the particles themselves, if you take a neodymium iron boron particle, has a hardness above 60 Rockwell C. So they are also mechanical hard. So hard mechanical and hard magnet goes together. And if we look at what people have been looking into, is a nitride, iron nitride phase. Yeah. And this 16 iron to nitrogen phase has a potential of being a hard magnetic phase that could be, you can see, can be high saturation magnetization level.
Is it not what some companies on automotive announced? I'm not remember, but I think I saw some articles about that on LinkedIn, that there's rare earth-free iron nitride electrical vehicles.
Yes, there is something, and there is a lot of information out there, because that is exactly the next question. Does it work? Can you upscale it? And you have seen something on LinkedIn already.
I mean, like, I saw I must be honest with you. I saw a couple of articles, because I follow companies like BMW, for example, or others, and they sometimes post that they work. How much marketing is behind, and how much the real work is going on? Because I have always in my, let's say, face, in front of my face, this example with the hydrogen motor when BMW announced first time in 2002 already that they go hydrogen, this X5, and 20 years later we still don't have it really commercialized. So it's very hard to say, but honestly saying, for me, as I don't have much of knowledge, only really basics on some things, I can assume if there is a lot of founding going, and of course, as people want to be less dependent from polar markets, saying like if you have a really large amount of all rare earth only in one country, which not necessarily is always easy country to work with, that means you will start to search for alternatives.
Yeah, but
I believe there is a potential.
Yeah, and I'm sharing now the homepage of a company that claim that they are doing it. They are commercializing the world's first high-performance rare-free permanent magnet with the iron nitride. But the funny thing is that I have seen a lot of people trying to contact them and ask for samples. And ask for documentation. Please show some properties of the materials. And even though I am trying to follow it, I have never seen any documentation. So
why? Is it because of IP protection? But okay, if you have light IP protection, then or they have nothing to show.
I have the feeling that it could be, if I want to be nice, it could be that they need the right source to share the information, and they need a high level of publicity. So therefore, I would like to invite them to join us in an episode and show us the data, because if they can go on both everyday metallurgy and technology with Arkadi, it will be the biggest audience they will ever get.
Peter, I love your enthusiasm, despite both of us having small channels and doing something we just love. Well, I believe, honestly saying, really talking commercially, if there is a potential for something which is, let's say, outside the rare earth requests and requirements, and it can be a game changer, I'm pretty sure they would be already in discussions with large automotive companies, drone manufacturers, even wind turbines manufacturers to show their product. And if they do it, it will be not publicity. It will be just I would do it as a making business.
Yeah, maybe. But I know some of the high-level people in the magnetic world are trying to get some data, because there are a lot of people who say, "Oh no, that is not possible. It doesn't work. Theoretically, this system is not magnetic, so it's just it's a scam. It's a way to get funding, just for the funding." So
I
let's
think
see.
it's now a bad time to get fundings just for the fundings.
Yeah. But now at least there is an open invitation to join us and share, if it really exists, the iron magnet, then we would love to have a deeper look in it.
I'm pretty sure, yes. I mean, like, if it's something special, why not?
Yeah.
Peter, thank you very much. It was extremely interesting. I've learned a lot about magnets, and also had to think a lot about my knowledge, if I have something, because you read a lot, but if you don't use it in a daily life, you quite fast really forget. Maybe you have some keywords in your brains, but in general, it's very interesting.
That's also how I when I talk to people about their expertise area, I always try to relate it with something in my daily life, because if I'm not able to relate it, I always forget it.
Fully agree.
So that is my recipe for remembering. It's relating.
But I honestly think I like this format. It's educative and at the same time quiz, making me think and interact. I hope people will enjoy to listen and also learn something new about magnets.
Yeah, I'm sure. So next time, Arkadi, you're the host.
Yes, I will
Yeah,
prepare something special for you.
yeah, I could imagine. Now it will be difficult. I could imagine.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you for participating, and I also hope that the followers have learned something new. And of course, if somebody out there has an idea to a new challenge, you're welcome to contact me or Arkadi with your idea. Uh, don't contact both of us, because then we will not be able to challenge each other.
I would say don't forget to watch our last episode on powder metallurgy. There will be, I know Peter posted yesterday a new video. I have not checked it yet, but I will. I also have something special for my channel. I just took an interview for physical vapor deposition technology from a very great expert.
Yeah.
I need to work on my smartphone to cut it.
Yeah.
I don't have, as Peter, somebody doing cutting for me, but
Nope.
I will prepare something nice out of that. So will be latest on Monday on my channel, also physical vapor deposition overview.
Wonderful. That sounds great.
Maybe it's a good topic for a quiz, Peter. I will challenge you on thin films.
Ooh. I think I need to see your episode first then.
Yeah, why not? It might be very interesting because it's a very interesting topic. I've learned yesterday also quite a lot about how thin films are applied, used, and what advantages they deliver.
Yeah. I know the titanium nitride, that's the gold.
That's a gold color. It's one of the very first PVD coatings came to market.
Yeah.
But it's really mind-blowing to think that you have something which is thinner than a human hair, exchanging and improving your wear resistance of, for example, cutting tools by a factor of 100.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy, especially if you talk about sustainability and lifetime of your components.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Arkadi, let's stop here and see you again in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. Yeah, that was the challenge about magnets. I hope you really enjoyed it. And this was challenge number 3. Next time, Arkadi will host it. But in a month, I'll be hosting again. And if you have ideas, please write me. I would love to be inspired. If you like this challenge, we would be so happy, both Arkadi and me, if you subscribe to our channels. I have a channel named Everyday Metallurgy. Arkadi has a channel named Technology with Arkadi. And our plan is that when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will go live. So help us do that and see us live. Then you can also see with your own eyes that this is a real challenge. We're not preparing, or at least today, Arkadi was not preparing. I was. And next time, I will not prepare anything, but he will, because he wants to beat me in the next challenge. So I really hope you will subscribe, and I would love to see you again. Bye.